Yonathan Lapchik, CEO of SUKU and blockchain specialist, joins us now. Yonathan, great to have you with us in what has become a big week in the crypto space. I want to kick off talking about Tesla's U-turn on Bitcoin, because you've made the argument that Elon Musk failed to incorporate the reality that 75% of Bitcoin mining comes from renewable energy into his statement. But that figure is pretty contentious. What is the percent of Bitcoin mining that actually uses 100% renewable energy sources?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. And that's a good question. We think that 75% is an actual figure. The miners are truly incentivized to use renewable energy. And it's surprising that Elon didn't consider that before getting into the space, before accepting Bitcoin as a payment mechanism for Tesla. So really, the data has been there forever. We've been proving over and over and over that that's a real case for miners in the Bitcoin network.
And in the statement, Tesla also made clear that they will be looking at other cryptocurrencies. This is not a blanket view on cryptocurrencies. They'll be looking at others that are potentially more fuel efficient or less reliant on fossil fuels. Are there cryptocurrencies that are either more energy efficient or at this stage rely almost exclusively on renewable energy sources?
Yeah, so any proof of work blockchain such as Bitcoin, which includes also Ethereum, used incredible amounts of energy to reach consensus on the state of the chain. Ethereum uses about as much electricity as the entire country of Libya. One artist actually analyzed 18,000 NFTs and found that the average NFT had a carbon footprint equivalent to more than a month worth of electricity for a person living in the EU. Fortunately, yes, there are alternatives. Hedera Hashgraph, as an example, which is the protocol that we use at SUKU, is a distributed ledger-based network that is dramatically more energy efficient with a much lower impact on the planet because it does not deploy proof of work consensus. So yes, there are alternatives, and he seems to be exploring those alternatives right now.
So you mentioned one of the alternatives now, Hedera Hashgraph, and clearly there's a whole universe of cryptocurrencies out there. What is the investment thesis for buying into that cryptocurrency, apart from the fact that it's sourced from renewable energy? In the case of Bitcoin, many people out there believe it to be a store of value. In the case of Ethereum, it's been used as a blockchain that serves as an infrastructure for other systems. And I just wonder, with the huge universe of cryptocurrencies out there, for an investor who isn't so discerning, how do you make an investment case for each one of them? There's so many of them.
So there are different layers, right? We see the protocol layer where we find Bitcoin, when we find Ethereum, when we find Hedera Hashgraph. And then we have, on top of that layer, we have different cryptocurrencies that will give different utilities for different applications. And the idea is that these different tokens would interact with each other and create value for the network to give access to different applications, to give access to different resources into the network. So really depends on where you focus on. And we see this as an entire new form of internet where decentralized assets will be connected to each other. So really the investment focus should be depending on what you are building. Is it an app? Is it on the protocol layer? And in which stage of the development are you in?